You know, I prepare before I get to the game, and then once I get out there, it's all about reading, reacting. I've been in every situation you can ever imagine as a basketball player, so there's nothing that can surprise me.
Yeah, the Los Angeles Lakers just made the Houston Rockets look like easy work in Game 1 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. Not only did LeBron James come out nearly putting up a triple-double with 19 points, 13 assists, and 8 rebounds, but the Lakers role players came out and did exactly what they needed to do. Luke Kennard was firing on all cylinders, torching the Rockets for 27 points to lead the Lakers in scoring, and as a team, they shot 60.6% from the field and 52.6% from deep. This win here was a cohesive effort, and you see it immediately in the way they connect with one another. As Luke is in motion to catch here, you can see that Easton is trailing from behind because he chased over the top of the screen to take away the 3, and this now makes Holiday have to slide over to help out, so that's why you see a man pointing for him to get over there. At this moment, the Rockets are in immediate trouble since Tate has to split the ground between Rui and LaRavia. The ball then finds its way to Rui quickly, who pulls Tate towards him, and although Hachimura gets stopped, Sengun waits for the attack and makes no effort to cover the open LaRavia, so Tate ends up having to exhaust even more energy by closing out hard, which leads to Jake attacking, everyone ball watching, and Marcus Smart diving right down the middle of the floor to connect inside over Sengun.
Gets inside with the left hand, banks it home.
Being unselfish like this was flowing through the entire team, as Rui could have rushed to score here when he has this mismatch with Reed Shepherd. But by taking his time making his move, this forces the defense to make a decision whether to stay home or help out. As we roll the clip, you're going to see Sengun rush over along with Okogie dropping down as well. When looking at the floor, you can immediately see the dilemma Houston is in. 4 defenders near the baseline, leaving 1 defender in Amin Thompson to guess correctly on who to sprint out to between 3 Laker players. The pass fake to LeBron basically exits him out the play, forcing Jabari to recover hard out to Smart on the catch, and when you're not in sync, that's when you get 2 players closing out to 1, which makes the swing to Kennard easy, and you already know this is pure money.
Fake, Kennard fire, Kennard hit, Luke Kennard a 3-pointer.
Bad communication like we seen on the last play would show up many times throughout the game, and it's extremely important that when you have a premier shooter on the floor, this doesn't happen. But hey, this does take everyone being on the same page, and when Jabari is clearly pointing for Sengun to take Kennard, Sengun just isn't paying attention to anyone else but his man solely, and gives up this wide open pull-up that extends the Lakers' lead to 16 points. When role players catch the green light like this is when you know you're in trouble. The defense will now start to panic anytime they have the ball so they can cool them off, but this leads to irrational decisions such as Okogie chasing Kennard from behind while 1, Reed Shepherd is already chasing, and then 2, Kennard is headed into a lot of traffic. This leaves not only Smart open in the corner, but also Rui is open on the trail up the floor, making yet another easy look for LA to convert on. Now, as we all know, Luke isn't a playmaker. His job is to go out there and be a reliable option to knock down shots. Well, not only would he be valuable as an off-ball threat when it came to the sideline out of bounds plays, as when the Lakers got into their half-court offense, Kennard started shooting would continue to force the defense to go over the screens, and when you're in drop coverage like this, it allows offensive players to attack the paint with little resistance, which results in Luke making this tough hook off the glass.
Kennard with his offhand banks it in. What a sweet shot.
Understanding that when you're an elite shooter, you'll force guys to chase you, you're going to be curling off screens a lot of the time. The key is to now make this man here make a decision on who to guard, and it's subtle things such as Luke Kennard slowing down to look at Vando that makes Sengun play this middle ground, and while Holiday trying to recover on the backside, this change of direction out that hezzy throws him off, all while Kennard can now flow into his fade once getting to his spot. Now I get it, it's not every game that we would see role players go off like this, but when you pose such a threat to the offense that they sell out every time you're open, you now grant yourself many opportunities to navigate to your spots on the floor to make the defense pay. In the playoffs, it's highly important that many different players on your team can have big moments, and while Kennard was letting it fly anytime he got a clean look at the rim, there was other players who stepped up big as well. But first, we have to talk about the 41-year-old who looked ready and prepared to lead this team in round 1. LeBron is someone who understands how to control the game to his liking, and it's in these moments where he could use the floater to score that you see his ability to read the floor and make the right read. Many players would force a shot in this position, and it's not a bad look at all, but in the playoffs, every possession matters, so you want to try and get the best look you possibly can. So LeBron not only thinks one step ahead by up faking, but he also looks at Hayes on the backside for a brief moment while he gathers, which makes Sengun commit to him fully, and now there's a wide open corner 3 for Vando to knock down. See, it's things like this that matter the most, and I'm mainly talking about the patience to let plays develop. James won't dare give away his next move or make a decision rapidly, as this lets him control the defense with his eyes first. You're going to see LeBron look at him in and shift him below the free throw line by gathering like he would throw it to Ayton, only to then find Smart on the outside who can cash in from deep range. Anytime you have a player who can play make like this at a consistent level, it certainly gives you an upper hand. For the times where he breaks to the basket to receive the pass and the defense rotates over to stop him at the rim, the opposing team would assume they have him right where they want him, but James, he can use this against them to wrap it around Jabari's body to set up Rui in the corner.
Corner three.
His downhill pressure off screens is still a weapon, so he can keep the big man attached to him as long as he wants before he decides to send up the lob.
James and Ayton connect right there.
And for those times he may want to be slightly flashy, James will locate the open man on the floor before anyone else can realize it and zip it down to Ayton in a quickness.
Ayton inside, floats it up and in.
The facilitating from LeBron was on par, and when you shift to his scoring, it just looked effortless. Throughout the game, the Rockets would be in drop coverage to protect the rim, but all this does is let guys get to their spots with ease to pour in the buckets. In any way he wanted, LeBron would take his time to score on the floor, as mismatches in terms of size like this with Thompson lead to James turning away from the double when it comes time to bury home the turnaround fadeaway. And just like earlier, when we seen LeBron cut to the basket to receive the pass, last time he attacked the rim to set up a teammate, but this time he just opts into a drifter off the catch to score along the baseline. Honestly, there was no shot that LeBron didn't like. And unlike everyone else on the court, James was able to slow things down when putting guys in the post, just making it look easy. I mean seriously, he had this bucket that just showed you he was in his zone.
Left-handed, it's good.
While LeBron is the only one leading the team with Reeves and Luka out, he didn't do it alone. Like I stated earlier, there were others who stepped up big as well. Although Marcus Smart played a little reckless at times and needs to clean that up, he also did what was needed by setting up guys for easy buckets on the floor. DeAndre Ayton, well, he was 8 out of 10 from the field while playing some solid defense, and Rui was knocking down shots at an effective rate when the ball touched his hands. The Lakers as a squad pulled out this W by playing together and being connected on both ends of the floor. Me personally, I don't think the Rockets will shoot nearly as poor as they did in Game 2 as they did in Game 1, and for the Lakers, this win just put their confidence at a new level as they secure Game 1, and with momentum, Game 2 should be an exciting one. Let me know how you felt about Game 1 of this Lakers vs Rockets series. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you're first to know when I upload. I thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.